how do you explain it?
Well, when I explain it, the way I explain it is I apparently haven't done a good job of communicating that what I see you doing in the classrooms is ascending from the cave through engaging in conversations with the great books
but I think,
and their authors.
I think, Tom, that you missed the second half of Book 7 of Plato's Republic, as Bill has said already, which is that the philosopher goes back into the cave and leads a life as a citizen. And I think that we're trying to say that that's what we're trying to do. It's a fuller picture of perhaps what you think of as the philosopher.
I'll have someone I've done already.
And this isn't a demonstration.
Yeah. I'll just add it from there. As usual.
This is active citizenship.
I mean, I'm sorry, I can't deal with this anymore. Like, they've had their hands up for like half an hour.
I'm sorry.
You're acting as if all we read is Aristotle. I see in your mission statement, Aristotle, Aristotle. And we read more than that, and I think you have a bias towards Aristotle.
Sorry, where are my mission statements? Do I have Aristotle?
The way you talk about it, the way you talk about the causes and freedom and liberty. And I don't think it leaves, if this is what we're starting with when we come to Shimer, I mean, why even read anything but Aristotle?
Well, once you read Aristotle, you learn why you should read things other than Aristotle. But I don't remember, it's been a while, but I didn't think I put Aristotle in those suggested guideposts. But read to me where I do.
And the priority that the BOS theoretic post takes over the BOS theoretic post.
Is that only Aristotle?
Yes.
Which is?
Yes.
In Greek, maybe, but
Okay, so one thing that I don't hear you say, that you don't seem to be understanding, and I don't mean to speak for everyone when I say this, but personally, from my own opinion, with talking to people about this, is that in revisiting the mission statement, because we have, obviously, we form committees, we form ad hoc committees, we've been talking about it, ridiculous amounts of talking about it, and in revisiting it, we have seen that we like it. We like how it is. We think it represents us. We think it represents what it does. We think it represents our form at Shimer of our liberal education. Because to us, as you've heard us say, we do not think all liberal education is the same. We do not think that at every liberal arts college you're going to get the same kind of liberal arts curriculum that we get here. So I don't see why you think we need to change it, because we all think it's fine.
I understand.
and those people who have submitted other mission statements or versions of the mission statement have included language from the current mission statement.
Yeah.
I understand that too. And again, I plead guilty to having my own opinions on this.
Right, and so then you're saying that the way in which questions like this should be considered, the way it's framed, then comes down to who's in power, and that's what runs, and then that doesn't seem a whole lot like.
I would hope it does not come down to power. And again, I'm not the one who will determine what the mission statement is. What I would hope it would be.
Can I clarify what I'm saying? You're saying, okay, I'll listen to you. I'll think about things on terms that I've presented, and then I will, as president, suggest what I'm suggesting, just because I guess that official capacity doesn't play in there. At the same time, you're saying, okay, this intellectual liberty is the highest liberty. This is how we should. And so this is what yeah, sure, we're engaged in a liberal education. We're thinking about things in this way. It can't be anything but that. You're just saying it then just comes down to, well, you didn't convince me. I'm right. You guys do what you want to, and
I would hope it would be better than that. I would hope that through discussions like these and ongoing discussions, and through my listening, as I say, what I'll be doing is simply listening to the assembly, that all of us can come to share an understanding. That's the ideal.
Well, you haven't convinced me.
No, I understand.
Tom, you keep saying that you're a member of the community. You're putting these guideposts forward as a member of the community. I didn't see you at the last assembly. I'm not quite sure what community you're a part of. You seem to be unnecessarily conflating both your personal role and your role as the president and representative to the outside world of this college.
Good question. Were you at the beginning of the November 15th assembly?
Yes.
Do you remember when Albert...
right, you had some previous engagement, but
well, let's be... Just for its sake of
Right, you were meeting
precise
with donors or something.
I was on a yes, I was out of town on a fundraising trip. That is
You're
one of
meeting
my
with
duties
Carson
as
Holloway,
president.
right?
Right.
You were meeting with Carson Holloway.
Carson
correct?
Holloway had arranged for me to meet with some people in Omaha.
Right.
And
And do you know how much further back in advance the assembly is planned before?
Yeah.
I do. I also know that this was scheduled, as Albert can attest, far before that.
That's exactly contrary to what you said to me the last time I talked to you about this, actually.
And then I'm afraid that you're not.
What about the assembly before that?
Okay.
Because I wouldn't miss that. Because I wouldn't miss that.
I don't think he attended the assembly before that either.
Well, look, when I was hired, and this is good, I'm glad you raised this question, because I hate to have people,
The question of whether or not you're a member of this community.
yeah. When I was hired, I was pretty much told that Shimer, which has no endowment, despite its age, and which lives a hand-to-mouth existence, that if I was to be doing my job properly, it was going to require me to be on the road approximately 2 out of every 3 days, which is not easy on my back, but part of the job. So this is what I was hired to do, and I was hired with those orders, not simply from the board, but from but in being given those orders by the board, those orders also came from students and faculty who were on the board. So this is the job I was told to do.
So don't say we, say I.
And stop waging battle against us. Yeah, waging battle.
Please.
Now, let me ask you a question. In all seriousness, here is what we've been doing. I mean, I found what we've been doing today to be both our essence, to be very invigorating, to be good-natured, and is this a battle? What's going on?
Why did you word it that way and let it go?
I know I am not allowed.
Okay, now show me where I say in that letter that I'm waging battle against Shimer. I'm waging battle on behalf of Shimer.
You're waging battle on behalf of Lindsay and liberal education.